The whole theory of the SeaWorld Abu Dhabi Marine Life Theme Park is a one ocean theory. So all the oceans are connected. If you look at a map with all the oceans, you'll see the global conveyor belt going through, so you'll see all the oceans are really one. What we wanted to do is we wanted to pay homage to the region. So you start your adventure at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi in Abu Dhabi, and you end here as well, and you will go out to the different regions itself. So what we've created is a mangrove forest for people to get to enter. For those of you that have been to SeaWorld San Diego in California, you will know that the touch pools are right up front as well. The first thing we would like our guests to do is touch water. Like them to have the opportunity to interact with some of the local animals. One of the things I learned very early on coming on the projects a little over 7 years ago was the thirst for people wanting to know what was off the coast and wanting to know about the marine animals, but not really having that much knowledge about them. So we wanted to build a region that could show them everything. The touch pools themselves, and we'll walk up, have a combination of invertebrates, crustaceans, and small fish that are from the region. And it gives our educators a chance to talk to people, and they really get close right away. As we're looking through the mangroves itself, there are 4 different touch pools. So we'll have 2 with coastal Arabian carpet sharks. We'll have 1 with blue spot rays, and then 1 with a number of invertebrates from the region, but those will be sprinkled in throughout the area itself. It really is something, especially for the kids. We know that the kids are the next generation that's going to help save the world. We need them to be empowered. We need them to be truly inspired about what we're doing and why we do this. So getting them close, getting them up, getting them to be the ones right in front and being able to really interact with an animal. It is very funny getting them to understand right off the bat how you touch an animal, how you do it very gently, how you do that, and then the animal will stay. And so that's a really good lesson for all the kids as they come in, and then they can communicate that to their parents. We know that if you convince the children what needs to be done right and how we need to care for the oceans, they will make sure that their parents know. So we're kind of working a little bit reverse in our education process. We're going to get to the young ones first and then have them go back and educate their parents. So we're going to walk this way around if you guys want to get a little closer to the touch pool first and take a look at what's in there. So number of different sea stars. You can see the little Arabian lobster that's in there, and also there should be some sea cucumbers. And this also serves as a really, really good opportunity for our educators to have one-on-one conversations. We do signage really well, we build really grand exhibits, but the key to educating people, the key to getting the message across is one-on-one conversations. And our educators are always out here getting a chance, being proactive and actually talking to the folks themselves. We'll also rotate our aquarium staff out here that take care of these animals on a daily basis to actually tell those stories. One of the really, really fun things that we've added to this park, because we are indoors and allows us to do things that are a little more creative, is we have a park-wide game. We know that, especially in this region, gaming is very exciting. Gaming is something that all of the kids want to do. So we've created a game that challenges the individuals, challenges the kids to go in every realm of the park, all the way over to understanding whether it's Arctic, whether it's Antarctic, whether it's tropical, whether it's endless ocean. They have to go to different spaces and different levels to get to mark off their cards, and it's done digitally. And then once they get to a certain level, they can actually activate something within the park itself. It's something that will be a huge challenge for them. Some of the kids we see running all over, trying to get to the spaces quick enough. Other ones, they get a chance to stop at the kiosk, learn a little bit, understand exactly what team they want to be on. They get to pick 4 different teams. They can pick your language, and it really gives you an idea of what it is to explore, to educate, and to be excited about this. So, but it's really a fun additional piece that we've added to this. Really, as we're looking at SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, this is a culmination of almost 60 years of knowledge within the SeaWorld parks and what we wanted to do for the next generation, the next level of what SeaWorld parks are. And so this is taking a lot of our experts. I know I mentioned to some of you yesterday when we did our workshops for the park itself, 2 years worth of workshops. SeaWorld brought over 750 years of experience to those workshops. That was what we brought to the partnership with Moral to make sure that, as you see, this amazing place works. And this is only the beginning. This is just the first taste of what we're able to do. We also want to highlight the opportunity for animals that may be rescued and are non-releasable or need longer care. So we put together a couple of different areas. One, we have sea snake habitats. Now, I mentioned yesterday on a tour, if you're really successful in a rescue program, you're bored. You don't have anything to do because that means the coast is healthy. We have set up habitats for sea snakes if they're going to stay with us long term, but there's not a need at this point. So we don't have any, which is really great for us because that means the sea snake population is healthy. But 3 sea snake habitats in the back, and then also our Arabian Gulf habitat that is tied to our pearl dive show itself. Traditional pearl diving in the UAE that's one of the cores of what was done along the coast itself for generations and generations. So what we've done with our theater, and I should stop for a second and talk about some of our other additional entertainment that is in the realm. One of the things you'll see walking through the realms are strolling entertainment. This is one of the many puppets that we have. This is a greater heron, and you can see the motion. They've been studied, so they understand. So they work with the zoo department to figure out what's the right motion of the head, what's the right motion of the feet, how it would work. Besides these amazing characters, we also have added a new costume character to our team, which is actually going that way, so I won't be talking about it. We'll have to catch her on the way out. But these are just additional pieces, and they also allow us, the educators can talk about the native seabirds as well when they're in the park. The theming in the Abu Dhabi realm was very, very fun to do because we really had to learn. And I'm going to pivot back to what I was saying since she went the other way. Sakina is our dugong. This is the newest of the characters that we add to the SeaWorld family. Dugong is the relative of the manatee, but they're the native here. There is 2,500 dugong estimated to be the population off the coast. It's the second largest population in the world of dugong, and it's one of the species that we're really going to focus a lot of research and study on. But this is one that the kids get a great opportunity to say hello to. You guys can go up and say hi if you want to. She might be a little upset if you don't go say hi to her.
It's called the mangrove forest area.
Yeah, so this is Abu Dhabi realm. So Abu Dhabi. So we have 8 realms. Abu Dhabi realm is the first one you go in and the last one you go out of.
Abu Dhabi. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you can tell she's not very shy. As we walk over to what we were talking about with the traditional pearl dive show, and Mitchell, I'm going to make sure I pronounce this correctly. Naham Theater. So the Naham Theater is actually showing you what traditional pearl dive is like. So it's traditional costumes, and we're telling a story of an old fisherman and a young pearl diver and training that. We also do a couple of other shows in here, but the really unique piece of this is entertainment and zoo working very closely together. The habitats, so there's one habitat in the middle, and then it opens up into the second habitat behind it with a pane of acrylic. So when you're actually enjoying the show itself, you're looking at all the species that are native to the Arabian Gulf. So it's really a very unique show venue itself. Theming also with looking at traditional dhows, traditional port itself, gift shops, and also our signature restaurant in this realm. One of the things I will tell you that I love about being in Abu Dhabi is these folks love to eat. We have 18 different places to eat in the park itself, so that's really good for someone my size. I much appreciate it. Matbakh Umi is the traditional Arabic restaurant. If I'm not mistaken, it means my mother's kitchen, because I was corrected because we were saying mother's kitchen until one of the Arabic ladies came up and said, it's actually my mother's kitchen. So that's the theme for that. So that's the main dining in this realm itself, but each realm will have signature dining in it. And then as Mitchell mentioned, we'll walk over and we'll take a look at the theater real quick. So as I mentioned, the fish are actually in with the performers themselves. The fish can choose to come in there. One of the big things about SeaWorld itself is we don't make our animals do anything. We ask them to do everything. And this is their choice to come in if they want to. So there's a second pane of acrylic that goes into the other habitat. These fish can come back and forth if they want to. They can choose to come in and be part of the presentation, or they can choose to go back out the other way. We have been very pleasantly surprised to see that they are all very much like the attention, and they want to be part of the show. So that is really very fun for us to have this. But all of these species are native to the Arabian Gulf. And then the two shows here again are the traditional pearl dive show and then a mythical show about mermaids. Both of them are just, the actors are just truly amazing. And the focus of this is showing everybody the native fish species and vertebrate species, but also a place to keep non-releasable or long-term resident rescued animals. So this facility, we can keep sea turtles, we can keep dugong, if we need to, until they would be ready to release, or if they're permanent residents, they'll be. We do have one permanent resident if she decides to show up. Noberta, the sea turtle, lives in here. She was rescued at about this big, and now is that big, but she's been with us for so long, with the rescue groups here for so long, that she can't go back in the natural environment. She wouldn't understand boats, she wouldn't understand pollution, she wouldn't understand plastic bags not to eat, so she will be with us for the rest of her life. Very large puffers that are in the region. Those are very spectacular. I think Noberta's probably scratching her scoot somewhere, because she's good at that. And then just when you leave Abu Dhabi, you are actually beginning your adventure. You're getting a chance to start and see the Abu Dhabi realm and understand that. But you've now left and you're going off onto your seafaring adventure to decide which ocean section, ocean realm that you want to visit.